All right, well, let's go back to Ayanda now. She's at a roadblock here in Gauteng, and it's been a rather interesting morning, I imagine, for Ayanda out there and for you watching as well, just so that you can be vigilant as to who you're driving next to, because you never know what they're getting up to in the car next to you, and you unfortunately have to be very, very cautious on the roads and not be one of those individuals that drinks and drives, overloads, texts while driving, all of these things that put your lives at risk. Well, let's go over to Ayanda now, find out what the latest is from there. Morning again, Ayanda.
Hello again, Leanne. I'm telling you, there's never a dull moment in the life of a law enforcement official on South Africa's roads. We've seen everything from people trying to mask driving under the influence with an energy drink. We've seen a young child being transported long distance on a cooler box, Leanne, not on a car seat, not on a regular seat, sitting on a cooler box. And wait for it, a pensioner or a granny, a senior citizen, has just been pulled over. The vehicle she was traveling in has no license disc. So anything from that to that and in between, I tell you, they're being pulled over today, and those with gross violations are being arrested. It is obviously, as I mentioned a little bit earlier on the show, part of the road safety mechanisms for this festive season. The rollout is in full swing, but let's speak now to one of the law enforcement officials about the readiness of it, not only his team but countrywide as well. I'm joined by the Deputy Chief of National Traffic Police, Mr. Zakhele Nkabinde. Very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, very good morning to you. Ayanda, look, I can confirm that as a department we are ready. We've deployed our National Traffic Police in the entire country, and we will be out in full force working in conjunction with other role players such as your Metro Police, your provincial traffic, your local district, and so on. So one message is that as law enforcement officers, we will be taking a very, very tough stance against any person who will be breaking the rule of the law. Those that are drinking and driving are going to be dealt with severely. Those that are speeding as well, we will be locking them up. We will be using our high-tech speed detection, whereby we're using unmarked motor vehicles to make sure that if they think that they are one step ahead of us, they got it wrong. We are a couple of streets away from them. So I want to warn that people must not or refrain from doing silly things on our roads. As I have indicated, that this is a different agenda completely. Our guys are determined, our guys are upbeat, and this year I can promise everything is different from the other years.
Talk to us now about the use of technology. I know you alluded to it a little bit earlier. You and I were in the Free State not too long ago, wrapping up Transport Month, and you showed me some impressive vehicles that can detect who I am, how quickly I'm driving, and all sorts of information at a click of a button. Speak to us about the technology that's involved in law enforcement.
Yeah, basically this is the state-of-the-art speed equipment, which is called the MVR, Moving Violation Recorder. Well, it is capable of detecting a speed of a motor vehicle that is driving in front of you using the fixed pole within a range of 500 meters from the one fixed point to the other. Then, well, it does the calculations, give the average speed at which the person is traveling. The system is also equipped with the, well, both audio visuals as well as the, yes, it's audio as well as visuals. And yeah, we are able to, well, like as I've said, track your speed while we're in motion with you.
So we've got the technology, we've got the legislation in place, the various laws and all of that taken care of. Let's speak now to the personnel. Is there that motivation among them that will carry them throughout this initiative that started on the 1st of December and carry them throughout the next year, early into January? How are we going to make sure that the men and women in blue and various other law enforcement officials will stay motivated and not tempted to take bribes?
Ayanda, we have got our anti-corruption unit, which has been deployed on our roads. They will be making sure that they keep track of all our officers and so on. We've got our anti-corruption hotline that the public can actually use. to report any silly action by our traffic officers. But in as far as our officers are concerned, I have indicated earlier on that our officers are upbeat, they're motivated. We'll be operating 24 hours around the clock. These roadblocks that you see here, we've got a number of them that are going to be manned throughout the country. The general public must just bear with us. I know it will be a little bit inconveniencing them. Normally what happens after people are being delayed on these roadblocks, they then resort to high speeding and try to make up the time lost during the time when they were stopped at the roadblock. That's when you then normally pick up, you cause accidents and so on. But added to that, we will be employing these high-tech speed equipment that will be detecting those that will be transgressing and speeding.
Thank you very much for your time. And I think you touched on something that's very important. Leanne, I know you're a motorist as well, and many times we do get frustrated at these roadblocks. But really, if you look at it, it's one of those situations where we get frustrated when law enforcement officials are not enforcing the law. But then when they do start enforcing the law in the form of the roadblocks, we get irritated as well. So pick one. Which one do you want? Would you rather travel in a safe road knowing very well that law enforcement officials are out in their numbers and making sure that you and I are safe? It may inconvenience you somewhat, but at the end of the day, you will arrive at your destination. Pick one. Which one would you prefer? Either that scenario or perhaps traveling and not knowing what is coming up ahead in terms of the other motorists using the road. So I think the option A is safer, knowing that there might be a slight inconvenience, but at the end of the day, you do arrive at your destination. Because I can see one or two of the motorists a little bit upset when they get pulled over. But let me tell you, it is for your own good, and I'm sure you would agree with that.
No, I agree 100%, and it's better to arrive safe than not arrive at all. Like as I've indicated once again, that the public must just expect similar, actions around our national roads, and we want to wish everybody a safe trip. Yes.
Thank you very much. And that was Zakhele Nkabinde, the Deputy Chief of National Traffic Police. Let's make sure that we do arrive, or not try and arrive, not at all.